no money, that's an asshole. It wasn't a phase.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Senior Citizen Podcast, and we are here with a fan favorite, because they won a November tourney, Petrichør!
Which camera do you
Any of them, it's okay. You could just talk to me, it's cool. How you guys doing today?
Great.
Yeah, pretty good.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
So I want to hear a little bit about the group, how it got started, a little bit of background.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, so from my perspective, I was about to graduate high school, and I had felt like I've been practicing drums enough to, stop playing in my room and, start playing live. Because I'd recently played at a Mexican restaurant where the drummer got drunk and they asked the audience for a fill-in, and that was my first time ever performing was in a Mexican restaurant.
That's a movie moment.
I love
That is a movie moment.
that's
Like a 2000s rom-com moment.
And
Wait, what did you play?
The drum.
No, but
what
Oh, I played a Three Doors Down song.
Kryptonite?
Yes.
Did you play Kryptonite?
I played Kryptonite
At a Mexican restaurant.
very
That's perfect.
poorly and out of time, but everybody loved it because everybody was drunk and
Hell
old.
yeah.
So
yeah.
basically you were on everybody else's time, because they were all delayed, so it worked out great.
Yeah, I still have the video somewhere. Maybe we could archive that. But so I started reaching out to some of the musically inclined people that I knew that I was friends with, and they had some connections to similar Instagram accounts that Tess followed, and through that I saw a banner or a flyer that Tess posted on Instagram asking for a drummer. So then I DM'd her, and then she put me in a group chat with Tommy and Sophie, and Sophie. And that's pretty much how it
That
started.
was a big ... and Sophie.
No, yeah, it was our first bass player.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's our first bass player.
Yeah.
gotcha. So this group was already together by the time you jumped in. There was a
not
group chat.
necessarily. No, he was.
Oh no, that's another thing I forgot to mention. We
It's not
were
perfectly
supposed to be a
chronological.
background band for Tess.
Yeah.
So I've been in the scene for about 4 years now. I played my first show at State Space Sessions. That was September 18, 2020. Probably 3 years, yeah. But I just want to take my music more than just solo. So I wanted a background band. So I asked Tommy. I rekindled with him February of last year. And I saw him perform with his cover band with his mom. And we began our friendship again because I'd known him prior. We were gonna start a band and whatever. But
Yeah, the band that never happened.
yeah, but you know
Okay.
what? It's
Called
okay.
Wall Rats.
Wall Rats. But
Wall rats?
The Wall Rats.
Yeah, it was really.
That's the most punk sounding name, and
It would have
It
been
is.
really cool. Now I think it's really cool, but back then I was like, no. And then he wanted to do Love Grudge, but I digress.
Yeah, that's
Don't worry about
Yeah, that's horrible. But all right, so.
I'm imagining my Wall Rats t-shirt already.
Yeah, we had a design and everything.
Oh, it's
it was
like a
awesome.
decapitated rat head.
Yeah,
it was pretty sick.
and its tail was spelled out. Yeah. But all right, so I was a solo artist, needed some session musicians. Asked Tommy, found Sophie, found Enzo, and we rehearsed for a good month. And we were gonna do a show together. But then I caught COVID the day right before. And then I was like, you know what, guys? You know what? We were all pissed off because we practiced so hard for
We
this
had
show.
a feverish vision of a different group, and was like,
No, I'm just like, you know what? We have chemistry. You know what? We're a band now. And they're like, all right.
She paid us $50.
50?
Yeah, it's a joke.
That's all it takes?
Yeah,
Did I really?
I need a gas.
Did I pay you guys?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
She's like, did I do that? Where'd my money go?
I don't remember.
Which was really cool, because even during the tourney, we had a lot of people messaging us saying oh, Petrichør needs to win because of Tessa's vocals alone. So I think you have some beef with Tyler from Wakata. No, I'm kidding.
No, we met Tyler at Naomi's Garden June 10, last year, and he was really cool. He came up to us. He's like, "Yo, I'm in this band called Fuakata. I love your performance." And I mean, I personally, I don't really like ska. I don't mind ska, but he likes ska. I like.
I
their
love
band.
ska.
I like their band because it's trumpets and all. So I like that.
and belly dancing.
Belly dancing?
Oh my god, there was belly dancing when I saw Wakata. It was pretty good.
I didn't see that. I just saw him with
No, it's all beef. It's all peace and love. I actually ran into Tyler at Fest in Gainesville, but there's so many generic white guys in Fest that I had to stand for 15 minutes, like just kept glancing over. I'm like, that looks like him, but I don't know because I only met him at the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it? Should it? You know what? If it isn't, it doesn't matter. And I went up and I'm like, are you in Fakata? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, podcast. And then he apologized for not showing up to the interview because he was hungover. Calling you out.
But man, it's so awesome. I remember I went to a Gojira concert and I found some dude with a Fuakata shirt. I was like, man, you're a fan of Fuakata? And the guy kind of just looked at me like, like
what's
like,
wrong with
who
you?
the hell is this crazy person? I thought it was so cool.
I love seeing Fakata bumper stickers. Like sometimes I'll be out like in the wild and I see him like.
I saw one before they were on the podcast and I had to ask them, I'm like, do any of you guys drive like a white Toyota or something? And they're like, no. And I'm like, but that car had your sticker. And then funny enough, it was right by like a diner where they said that they do band breakfast. So I'm like, they probably just know a lot of people in this area. But anyways, you guys ended up getting together because you wanted players for a solo act, basically.
Yeah, that's how it started out, and now it's ending with like a family kind of thing. It's nice. Ow. I think that was meant to be like nice, but he hit me.
No, I didn't.
It's like a sibling thing. Like you
Exactly.
go to like.
My mom said that we're just like siblings. Like we performed, like ever since we started performing together, whatever, my mom's always like, you guys have sibling energy. I'm like, it's true. Like,
You do.
stupid.
Yeah, there's a lot of sibling energy here. Like I could feel it. I have 3 brothers, so I know I'm like.
Yeah. Enzo's like well.
What am I like?
What?
Well, because you guys were like looking at each other romantically, so like.
Oh, there's a bromance. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Every brand.
bromance in every
It's a
band.
slight romance.
Every brand has a bromance. It's fine.
It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Enzo
It's a fling.
Enzo and I keep each other in check, I'm counting how many times he dropped his sticks, and he
I count how many times you miss a cue.
miss a cue, exactly.
Ouch. I felt like a little bit of a. That you weren't too happy about that one.
I'm trying to push each other.
I drop my sticks religiously. I will confidently say I'm Butterfingers.
Where does your singing background come from, Tess?
Honestly, dude, like I just started singing one day in kindergarten. I was singing like Cinderella or something. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
I was singing Cinderella or some shit, and then they're like stop singing. I'm like, okay, because it was like during nap time. But whatever. Years go by. I like singing. Then I joined choir for like 4 years, and that was pretty good. That's when I started getting into the scene and stuff. And no, just singing, just like I'm just self-taught YouTube videos for the win, and just now that I'm performing more, I've found like a lot of what it means to be a vocalist, how to keep up like the good stuff about it, like health, I guess. So I feel much more professional now.
That's cool. Have you ever thought about professional lessons just in case? Like just to refine things or?
Yeah, I definitely have thought about it. I just, I want to take my time with it, not because I think that I'm a great singer. I know I have some flaws here and there that I want to work on, but it's very difficult to find like the right one, because you find the wrong one and you just screw up your voice. Mm-hmm. So.
No, and it's like you have your chemistry with your bandmates and you want to have that same kind of chemistry with an instructor.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, super cool though. Tommy.
Music. So I started probably like growing up, it was like rock like Guitar Hero rock band, right, in the house. That's what the family did.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is so awesome. I bet guitar is like just as easy as this. It wasn't.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir.
So no. But like I had a very musical family. Like my dad liked guitar and stuff. My mom, like she has been doing cover bands since I can remember. So I would see that, growing up with all like the Jesse's Girl, that
Dad rock.
Dad rock, and all that
Dad rock.
good old stuff. And then I picked up guitar a few times and I dropped it. And then I tried drums, believe it or not.
Yeah, your dad
Played them like 3 times in a month, and that was it. And then when I was 14, I picked up guitar again. And at the time, like everything was like Nirvana.
Okay.
Nirvana, Foo Fighters, all that like 90s, like Alice in Chains, and that's basically how I just learned from YouTube. And then I got into that. Then I started getting into like old music, like a lot of blues, rock, and even country, jazz, but all the greats, honestly. So and
Music
then
theory.
Was it 12-foot ninja?
and that's a way out there reference, but
weird shit.
I love that weird shit.
What weird shit?
12-foot ninja.
Weird. It's like alternative, like fusion metal. It's like pretty sick.
Okay.
pretty out there.
Fusion, like different
Funk. I
genres.
love funk. I love everything funk.
Yeah.
So definitely into
Big
the funk.
guy.
Funk.
Exactly.
Chili peppers.
Chili pepper. I got the chili pepper tat. It's pretty sick. Yeah.
Well, I just learned apparently the Red Hot Chili Peppers started off as people who were just jamming and was like, oh, people like us.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was today years old. I love the amount of people that come in here and are like, yeah, I started off with Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and I'm like, it didn't turn out the same for the rest of us, okay, dude? Like,
I think it was great for development though. It really shows you like some like fun stuff. I don't know. It just like helped me kind of like get into that whole type of genre of music. And then, you know, I went deeper as I got older. And then, yeah, I started playing, actually like getting out there playing with like my mom's band, like a cover band. I would go up occasionally. And then eventually I replaced the guitar player, and just, that's what I did. And I remember telling Tess, I was like, Tess, if you ever need a guitar player, you just call me. And then that's where we are now.
you felt it in your bones. You were like, it's going to come someday.
And the Whiskey Joe Bones.
The Whiskey Joe Bones.
Enzo?
So,
He was playing Fortnite.
Respectable.
no, I was not. I know, I've been playing the drums since I was like 12, 13. Similar with Tommy, my whole family, mostly on my dad's side, really musically, like everybody played an instrument, everybody played at least one instrument. So I grew up playing baseball, never really liked it. I mean, I like playing baseball, but like once I got to high school, it was like, that was about it for me in my sports career. So then
They died so young.
Really, and I don't know, it started out with me buying a pair of sticks, and before even learning anything, I just learned how to twirl them with my fingers because I thought that was cool. I saw Tommy Lee from Motley Crue do it, and I think I owe it to Motley Crue that got me started into drumming. And I remember I would stack up these buckets that used to have baseballs in them, and I would, try to play the drums on them. And
Not only did it die, but he beat it to death.
Yeah, literally. When all else fails, you beat it to shit. And one Christmas, I begged my mom for a drum set, and it took till the next Christmas that they actually got me the drum set. And then from there,
they get you the first Christmas.
no, or not a drum set, not a drum set.
Not a drum set. Okay.
Do you remember what you got that Christmas instead of the drum set?
I think I got a bike, which was actually really nice.
A bike? Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that impending like disappointment,
No.
like, oh, this isn't what I
I still
wanted.
have that bike.
That was a good bike then.
And it really just took off from there. I taught myself strictly YouTube. YouTube. I'm trying to think of YouTube channels, but I can't to shout out.
Josh Dunn.
Yeah,
he's
21
also-
Pilots. 21 Pilots
Stay
got
alive.
me. That would like really push me deeper into drumming.
Really?
And that's where I started learning about the hardware and what different sounds, different materials make.
He's forgetting to mention that he's also a phenomenal DJ.
Oh
So I
yeah.
actually don't know
Really?
your
Well, that didn't have anything to do with the question.
Okay.
Right.
That's okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
I got into
Just-
DJing about a year and a half ago.
All right. What kind of music do you like
House,
to DJ?
house music, techno music, yeah, stuff like really niche stuff that you have to like listen to house.
Yeah, it's
you can't just play. You can't play that at a party.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so underground.
not even underground. It's just for the people that like the genre.
Gotcha. Tommy, when you mentioned Foo Fighters, I had like a sudden like flashback. I went to Glitch last night, and did you know there's a secret pinball room?
What?
Have you guys been to Glitch Bar ever?
No.
It's an arcade bar in Fort Lauderdale, but apparently there is a secret pinball room, which is no longer a secret, I guess, because we're airing it. But there was a Foo Fighters pinball machine, and I've never actually like taken the time to appreciate how cool some pinball machines are.
Oh man.
Yeah, they have a Metallica and a Foo Fighters.
At Arcade Odyssey.
Yeah,
Arcade
Arcade
Odyssey.
Odyssey. They have like
Yeah.
a bunch of
I was gonna
pinballs.
say,
I saw
love
Foo
those.
Fighters.
I saw them.
there.
No, I saw the Metallica one at Arcade Odyssey.
Yeah.
This one had a Rush. I don't remember the
There's
other
also a
ones.
Led Zeppelin one. It's cool.
There were 6 machines, and apparently the rule is that you have to be playing pinball to be in there, since it's a bit more of a chiller space. But
Kinda sucks.
all the machines are free except for the pinball machines, so pay the price.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was just a side thought because I was like, Foo Fighters. Why did I think of that yesterday?
Dave Grohl is
That's
cool.
cool.
What tips would you guys have so all self-taught, really? Tommy, you're self-taught, right?
Yeah.
Ish, for the most part.
mostly,
Yeah. What tips would you give for people who do want to start like playing instruments or singing or whatever, and how to, I don't know, not hurt
Practice.
themselves or something.
Practice.
Just
Wrist
do it.
training.
Literally practice the shit out of it.
5 gallons of milk a day.
When I
20 squats.
How many eggs?
At least probably like 37.
Okay.
raw.
yeah, raw eggs. in the
Tommy
crowd,
has a
Rocky
phenomenal
style.
ass, so that's why.
That's not
squat.
related.
But you said squats.
That's more of a genetic thing.
You said squats.
I mean, like, does it help with the gravitational pull of my guitar strings?
But you know
I
what?
mean,
Yes, it does, because then when he plays the guitar behind his head, I know what holds it now. You're fucking ass.
Exactly. Yeah. Good gluteus maximi.
Succulent batteries.
No, I think the best thing is that whatever you're gonna play, you know, like for me, it took a little bit to like find my instrument, right? Because I tried drums, tried things. You know, just if you really love it, like it's gonna feel like I was attached. And like the best thing you can do is learn the things you love, learn the music you love, and just keep at it and don't get self-conscious, because like I didn't worry if I made mistakes. I just kept like, all right, I'll take my time and, you know, just play it slow if I need to. And it's just everything's persistence, you know?
I think that's a certain personality trait to not get like flustered or frustrated when you get things wrong. But that's
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
important
I've seen
note
a
to
few
take.
great TikTok videos of like people like smashing their guitars because like, oh, my hands. Or like,
Yeah, your hands, like, they get calluses and they think it's the end of the world.
I don't know.
And you get calluses from anything. I dance and I have calluses. Anyways. Now that you mentioned his ass.
Yeah.
Can't even say it.
Take your time.
When you guys had to ask me anything, why isn't it this and sus cuatro enanitos culones?
Oh my god, yes, because somebody... Okay, so we did a Q&A, like, on our story, and so fucking, I don't know if you guys know this guy, Chunchorita, or whatever.
No.
But he asked, like, why is it Petrichør and not this y sus enanitos culones?
Oh.
It was on our story. I don't know. I think that's so hilarious. Like, I saw that and I started tearing up.
I felt like it was some sort of inside joke.
It's just a fan that wrote it. Like, why Petrichør? Why can't it be this bellos y sus enanitos culones a la pina? You know, it's like this whole like Rosa de Guadalupe thing. I thought that was hilarious, but no, there's no inside joke.
Now, I thought there was some sort of correlation since you just mentioned his ass. And I'm like,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
it's a thing going on with the
It's
band.
culon.
Yeah.
Culono.
Oh my god, that's wild. Growing up, what music tastes did you guys have? Like, did you go through those scene phases where the scene?
I'm still here.
You're still here.
Yeah.
Paramore. All she
Oh my
listens to
god.
is
No, do you know
Paramore.
what?
Jeff Buckley.
Oh
All
my-
she knows
yeah,
is hot
hey,
shit.
It's my turn to talk. Okay.
Siblings.
Jeff Buckley.
Go ahead.
So okay, I have a Paramore tattoo.
What is
It's just Haley Williams lives by this. It's Cry Hard, Dance Harder.
Oh.
So yes, Haley Williams is one of my biggest idols, but I don't think I'd ever want to cover one of her songs or one of Paramore's songs, because it's, you know what? No, because sometimes we don't know what covers we want to do, and so I'm like, fuck, let's just do Paramore. But sometimes I don't want to do Paramore all the time, because then it's like, oh, I'm gonna become her. I don't want to be Haley Williams. I want to be Tess Gray. What was the question?
Your influences growing up.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, Paramore,
So,
definitely there.
My mom had a lot of influence as well as my dad. From my dad, I got like Smashing Pumpkins. I got fucking Jane's Addiction, Depeche Mode, and from my mom, I got like The Prodigy, Led Zeppelin. What else? Oh, well, Jeff Buckley I just recently discovered, but Jeff Buckley's fucking awesome. And yeah, I'm just really into like that kind of thing. I liked 21 Pilots back in the day, but now I can't really say that out loud without getting clowned.
I never really got into them, so I've been clowning people since day one.
I respect that.
Okay.
This wasn't my thing. You can clown me for liking Blood on the Dance Floor back in the day.
No, it's okay. I don't clown.
I'm kidding. I'm not clowning you guys either. Everybody has their own music taste. There's music for everybody. 21 Pilots, it's not bad. It just was never my thing.
Yeah, it's like Panic! At the Disco. Like
I
people
don't
like.
like Panic!
I didn't like it.
I found Brendan Urie very annoying.
And now
But did you
he's-
guys ever listen to that first album?
Yes.
No.
That first album doesn't even sound like what Panic was at the end.
I-
Like two different bands.
I really like Pretty Odd. That's one of my favorite albums. Well, I mean, I figure you can't
That's pretty good, yeah.
sweat out is pretty good too. But Pretty Odd has like Night in the Afternoon, When the Day Met the Sun, or When the Night Met, Night Met the Sun, or some shit like that. It was awesome. I listened to that. Who are your influences?
I basically, so like I said, I started with Nirvana.
Yeah.
And like I think a lot of people still like are so into Nirvana, which I think is awesome. I mean, like what a great band, because especially to learn. But so Nirvana, Foo Fighters. I went hard into like a Green Day phase in middle school as well.
Who did?
And now I
didn't.
unfortunately really turned off from that. I don't know. I just didn't dig it anymore. Then what happened was I got into like Zeppelin and a lot of Southern rock and Allman Brothers and all these blues bands and Stevie Ray Vaughan and even jazz, a lot of Miles Davis, Coltrane and stuff like that. I mean, love everything. And then best artist I'll ever say is Marcus King.
Marcus King.
Marcus King.
And you saw him live.
I saw him live.
Say
How
what
was
you
that?
It was phenomenal. He sounded like a train horn, like just absolute soul of like Aretha Franklin type of vibes.
Right.
Like what a presence. Like I love R&B and like kind of that soul music. So
Right.
that's what I really love.
Those are good roots to have. The R&B and soul music is just great roots for producing great
Absolutely.
music.
It definitely influenced like my whole style, and then especially the funk stuff. So like things like Funkadelic, Parliament, Earth, Wind, Fire, and Chili Peppers. And the harder stuff too. I like one of my favorite '90s bands is probably Alice in Chains.
Okay.
So
Tell her what you gave Marcus King.
I gave Marcus King a painting that I did of him.
Oh.
So that was really
He posted
fun.
it. Didn't he post it?
Yeah, he posted it. Yeah. I was happy about that. It made my day. But just to see him was phenomenal.
Yeah. And speaking of stage presence, Hayley Williams.
Absolutely.
Dude. I consistently say Hayley Williams, like she has one of the best stage presences I've ever seen out of any artist. Like I got to see her a couple months ago at the Amway, and it's a huge arena, and you feel like you're sitting right in front of her. Like no matter if she's like this big down there, like you feel like that is being sung to you.
Yeah.
And I will never get tired of saying it. Like I love Hayley Williams, so I'm on you with that. And so,
What was the question?
your musical influences growing up.
So growing up, on my mom's side, she really listened to that, like, what's the word, like,
Reggaeton.
no. Well, yeah, there was obviously a lot of Latin music, the old, reggaeton, salsa, all that.
Bach.
That generic, that's the word, generic. That generic pop on the radio. That I
Top 40.
Yes,
Oh my god, like
that
can't
stuff
stop the feeling.
that I absolutely hated, and that's what I had to get away from, and that's where I went to my dad's side of music, which dad rock, Pearl Jam, Metallica, Nirvana, a lot of Nirvana,
AC/DC.
yeah, AC/DC, dad rock pretty much, and yes, I had a huge dad rock phase through pretty much all of middle school, and then I had this weird EDM phase my freshman year that was just horrible. I would just listen to straight white noise in my ear.
It sounds like the equivalent to the dubstep phase.
Yeah,
like
that's
from when I
pretty
was
much dubstep,
in high
like-
school. Yeah.
like early Skrillex,
Scary monsters
Scary
and
Monsters and Nice Sprite.
yeah.
Dead mouse, bro.
And then I don't know. I jump from artist to artist. I don't really listen to like a whole like different bunch of artists at once. I usually like right now. What is it? Right now I'm big on Suicide Boys, and that's another thing actually. I don't listen to the music I play on the drums. Like the music I play on the drums. What are you laughing?
Because he's looking at me.
Yeah, the music I play on the drums and the music I listen to like at work or while I'm driving are two different things. I like to listen to like rap and play Deftones.
Exactly.
Alright.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's straight Deftones. That's like where he.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one day that we played Change from Deftones. We covered it. That was
Live
like
or
yeah, the
like
one
in
we
practice.
No, the one we covered live in Tia Poets. Like that one, I constantly go back to the video because it's so good.
I wish more people.
He
did
put
that.
his whole drumlessy into
Yes.
it. Yeah.
No, you can ask my well, she's right there. Hi, Julian. She was with me while I was learning how to play Change for our upcoming show at Tia Poets, and I broke like 3 drumsticks out of frustration. I was just beating the shit out of my drum because I couldn't get this one fill at the end that was just absolutely killing me. She was just sitting on my bed, like scrolling on her phone, bored, and I was just 6 hours probably on my drums trying to get that one song. But yeah, Deftones, I'm like super inspirational. Like,
Damn.
yeah.
And you couldn't get that 9 Inch Nails song. 'Cause
Which one?
We're gonna do Hand That Feeds.
It's too
I could
fast.
probably
But
no.
it's
I-
too
Super
fast.
fast.
You could do
It's-
right-
You don't think it's that fast, but man, when you're like, and like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
It's like
it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
We covered Mr. Brightside, which is like literally.
Mr. Brightside was hard.
We wanted to do the Prodigy too.
Yeah, we were gonna do the
the reason I
Prodigy.
didn't want to do hand that feeds was because we had this pattern where we would always try covers with 16th note patterns on the hi-hats, and that would just absolutely drain my stamina throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do like
You're on a rock band hard mode over here. Like you got to keep up with the rest of the band. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But since all you guys as parents are like into the kind of like rock music and you got a lot of your influences from them, what do they say about Petrichor's music?
You know what's funny? I caught my dad listening to my band the other day coming home
Really?
from the grocery store, and I'm like, I'm real funny, Dad. But no, he does enjoy Petrichor, and he's always showing his buddies and whatnot. He's still never come out to a show, so I'm calling my own father out. But
Ouch.
like,
Yeah, freak you,
you
Mel.
know.
But tell her about what happened with
What
your dad
happened?
going on vacation to Maine.
Yeah, he went on vacation to Maine, wherever that is, and he was at some bar, and he was like, my dad's a talkative type, so he's like, oh, I like your playlist. Who makes it? And we're like, oh, we make it ourselves here at this bar. And then he's like, oh, my son's in a band. It's like he's definitely proud, and I appreciate his support. But so he starts talking about that, and he's like, oh, and they're like, oh, what band? And he's like, oh, Petrichor. And he's like, oh, Walk Home. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
Like, we were all blown away.
I still can't believe it.
His dad texted me because I'm like, damn, nobody really knows who we are on my close friend story. And then Mel, his dad, was like, shut the fuck up. I literally went to Maine and somebody there knew you guys. It's like, damn. Like in
That's so
person,
cool.
It was a very heartwarming moment to think that our music reached anyone out there,
Yeah.
because like there's numbers on a screen, and then there's like the power of like somebody being like, I love that band.
I think it's
No,
really cool when we look at our insights and then we see people from different countries.
Yeah.
listening to it.
We got Sweden.
Sweden
Right,
is
we're
our
trying to get
number 2 country.
Trying to get an IKEA show going or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
What?
Because he's Swedish.
Yeah.
You should go play in an IKEA. Just
That'd
bring
be
in all
cool.
the stuff.
That'd be cool.
What the fuck is up here?
You build the stage out of IKEA furniture.
Right.
And with
Say you're sponsored by IKEA, even though you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No, but that's so cool. I mean, that has to be an amazing feeling to have someone go to another state and just be like, oh, I know who that is. Like, I've heard of them before.
absolutely, yeah.
And I think that's the power of social media along with it. But there is so much music out there. And for them to know and remember, like, congratulations.
Thank you.
It reminded me of this one time. I used to be a makeup artist and I had like
Mm-hmm.
a makeup Instagram or whatever. And one time I was walking in the mall and these girls stopped me and they're like, your makeup by Salad. And I'm like, that's me! Like, same feeling. So yeah, I get it. And any other supportive parents or proud parents out here?
No. What?
Your stepdad? Charlie.
I mean, yeah, he likes it just because he's like into that music.
I feel like I've seen Enzo's family at more of the shows than any of our other
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
Really?
My
Yeah,
dad's only been to one show.
No. My mom and Charlie have been to like Charlie is my mom's boyfriend.
Oh, not stepdad.
Have been 3 shows.
2 shows. Feels like more, but yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And that's
All right then.
Oh, well, we were going through all the name business. I actually never followed up. Why the name Petrichor and not Wallrats?
Man, well, because Walrats is a horrendous name.
Well, now I like it. I kind
I
of dig
like
it
it.
now. I mean,
That's cool.
I vote for Wallrats, but okay.
it's a trademark. It's easier.
Petrichor came from our first bass player, Sophie. All right.
Shout out Sophie.
Shout out Sophie.
Yeah.
And how did she find it? She was just looking at cool words.
she just
Yeah, we were all on FaceTime one night.
No, it wasn't FaceTime.
No, it was in person.
We were
Are you
at,
sure?
we
It
were
was
at
at my
his
house.
house. And so
In my backyard.
yeah, where it was like I have pictures that day, but
I swear we were.
it was raining, and then she's like, "Oh, let's look for band names," and then yeah, she just put cool names on Google, and she saw Petrichor, and she's like, "What do you guys think about this?" So, but I kind of shut up. Now I kind of associate the word Petrichor like where we began from, because like our first rehearsal as like the session musicians, it was raining. And then the last one as session musicians, it was raining. So that's kind of what I take away from it. I mean, obviously it's just a Google search, but that's what the meaning is to me.
What does the actual word Petrichor mean? I don't know.
Yeah, Petrichor is the smell.
The scent of the rain after
The
a
feeling,
long...
the feeling you get before it rains.
Yeah, it's like, you know how you're like,
It's a feeling.
oh, it's about to rain. Like you smell that
Funky
shit.
feeling.
I just got Mean Girls, like, there's a 30% chance it's already raining.
Oh my god, yeah, it's raining.
what's the online goal for Petrichor? And I mean, it could be individual. Everybody has a different goal in mind, but we'll go one by one. Whoever wants to start.
Let's go, Thomas.
I mean, for me, I just love, connecting with my bandmates. Unfortunately, we couldn't have our bass player Jose, but like we're all like a team, a unit, and when we're on stage there, like that's the greatest feeling ever. When I can just look over and like really get into my head with them, and it's like we're connected,
Yeah.
We're trying to work on getting our first album as well, but definitely just can't wait to play more shows, get out there.
Is the album something we could expect in 2024?
Probably like early 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're gonna release it December, but it's not looking likely. So probably like,
We gotta talk to Frank.
yeah, Frank is our sound engineer.
He's cool.
He's really cool. We love
Oh, yeah.
Frank. Like
We
he's
love
like,
Frank, shout out Frank.
shout out
Frank.
Frank. We love Javier PG.
He's produced
Something
all of
like that.
our songs, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that we have released and the ones that were unreleased and stuff. And yeah, he's cool as balls. Like that guy is awesome.
He's a
and
really cool dude.
yeah, shout out Frank again because we love Frank. Like, I don't know, he's like family.
He's part of the Petrichor team, basically.
Yeah, and the freaking his Spotify Wrapped, his #1 song was "Walk Home" by
Aw.
us,
Yeah.
which was like, I see what you did there.
Aw. Which, by the way, I actually listened to the song and it was fantastic. And I watched the
Thank
music
you.
video too. It was
Thank
lit.
you.
Dreams, goals. Anybody else?
Ugh. Why'd you look at me?
Long-term, big dreams. Something we can manifest out here.
Long-term big dreams.
Revolution Live.
I've been really good at. Oh yeah, Revolution Live, which
Yes.
we may play Revolution Live next year. May.
Hopefully.
It's in the works.
Hopefully.
But I mean, at least for me, my near future goal is to play like a major festival, maybe like Fest starting off, or something.
Just aim big,
that's-
3 points
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, 3 points would be cool as balls.
Rockville.
Rockville would be cool as well. Just like be in front of like a crowd, even if they're not singing back your words, just like having that big ass stage space, and just like going wild. But at least my end goal is like be able to make a living out of music and just I don't know, just play music and make it feel like it's not my job, but like it's just what I was made to do, and it's my main purpose and stuff. But I mean, honestly, Madison Square Garden or the Sphere at Las Vegas.
Sphere.
It's fun.
The Sphere.
I still love connecting with the audience, with like the smaller venues,
Yeah.
because one of my favorite places to play is probably the Sandbox in Miami Beach.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And then I still would love to, what's that one up in Wynwood that we saw the Slaps
Gramps?
at? Shout out to Slaps.
Gramps.
Gramps. I would love to play Gramps. someday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gramps would be cool. Probably 2024.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's all super doable. I can see you guys doing it 100%.
Yeah.
The Sphere, maybe not next year, but
Not next year. Absolutely.
maybe
not
the year
next
after.
Maybe like 30 years.
Nah. 30 years.
It's just
Nah.
it's a Sphere.
You'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It might be like a Wednesday, but it's sooner than you think.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Enzo, what's your biggest dream?
Biggest dream, short term, would be probably Revolution Live. Like ever since I saw like my first group at Revolution Live, and then I followed them on Instagram, and I saw how many small artists or small and up and coming or growing artists get to play at Revolution Live. That's just been like not an end goal, but like a checkpoint that I really want to get into my music career, and I just feel like we keep getting closer. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been shooting for, Revolution.
It's a big milestone. It's a very nice venue.
I think so. I think so.
Long term?
Pretty much. Oh, long term? I would also like to make a career out of music, whether it be playing the drums or being a drum tech or anything that involves drums, drum making.
Roadie.
Yeah. Nah, I don't want to. Maybe not really. That's what a drum tech is.
Oh, I love that. And I have a lot of faith in you guys. There's a lot of talent there. The music is great, and you just got to keep going. Like, 100% here for you, rooting for you. We are here to support you at the Senior Citizen Podcast. And now we're going to give strangers unsolicited advice from the internet.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're a very reliable source of advice.
Absolutely.
There's no source.
Very experienced.
Okay, so this is an 18-year-old female talking about her 18-year-old boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Should I let my boyfriend go clubbing? My boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year. We are doing great. They're at clubbing and drinking is legal at 18, by the way.
Okay.
We are doing great, and we really value communication. That brings me to about a week ago when we talked about hanging out in the weekend, and he said that he and one of his buddies would go out to drink. He asked if it was okay, and I was stumped. He then said that he was just kidding and didn't plan on drinking or going out, but he didn't like the thought of me limiting him. Now, I know I sound like a jealous or insecure girlfriend, but throughout our relationship, we have both quit drinking completely, and we don't really go to parties. That is just where our boundaries are. He says that I can't go out because he says my safety is his responsibility, and he can't control what happens if I'm out drunk. And I respect that. We both agreed in the start of a relationship that going out was a single-person activity and that we wouldn't participate. But now he says that he has grown and learned that going out for a drink isn't just to get girls, but for business. He said, it's not in quotes, I just think it's in quotes. He said that he wanted to know where my boundaries were so he knows and won't cross them. I said that I didn't want him to go clubbing and that's where my boundary is, but now I can feel that he isn't satisfied with my answer and tells me that it's me who doesn't trust him. And now he is bringing it up every time that we're together. I've tried to make it work for both of us and pushed my own boundaries by saying that I guess I would be fine if they went to a small pub or something, but he says that I should be large and I don't know what this says at the end. What should he do?
Where are you finding these questions?
Yeah.
It's on Reddit. Relationship advice.
Makes
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, well, as a female, 18 and 18?
18.
Okay, honestly, I think that they're taking a really mature approach, just like speaking about boundaries and stuff, you know, just like he's asking her like, hey, what are your boundaries? Like, let me know. I think he's keeping her in mind for sure. And I think she has a little bit of trust issues, but then from the start, it's like you can't go out as a couple or solo. Like, that's already kind of, I don't know. But I think they should just have like a one and done conversation, build the boundaries, and you know, if they trust each other, then just do it and see what happens. You know, if it ends up like being what she feared, like him going out and cheating and stuff, then you know what, lesson learned. I don't know.
Fair enough.
That sounds pretty dickish. I just think like fuck it, we've all.
No, it's not. And I think to be 18 and be like, y'all can't go out clubbing or anything.
You're
it's
still
like,
18. You're still 18, bro.
And so they've been dating like almost a year, it says. So when they made this deal, they were probably like 17. And then it's like, yeah, at 17, you're gonna say, I'm not gonna go out clubbing because you're not even like in that headspace
You're too
to
young
go
to
out
like
and do
settle
it.
down.
Yeah.
That's what I just learned. You're too young to settle down. You should like go out and have to stop laughing. And it's just like, and all right, go.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just like for me, I'm not even much of a party guy, but I could not imagine going somewhere out with drinks involved without my girlfriend. So she's my partner, and I'll die with her. Like, I'm not gonna put myself in any type of situation. I mean, like, you know, people are human, and yeah, no, I just don't drink much, nothing like that. So I don't know. I always keep in mind. I mean, I trust fully, like, you know, my partner and everything like that. So as long as there's good communication and enough respect for each other's opinion, I think that's where that's at. Because like, I'm always happy to work together to come to a solution. You know, it's
right.
never a fight. And if I shouldn't do something, then that's okay. You know, I don't know. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you a lot. Like, I'm not a drinker. I don't like alcohol. I'm not a partier either. Like me and my girlfriend, we just play Fortnite, just chill.
She sits there and watches you break
No,
drumsticks.
she watches me break drumsticks, and we both play Fortnite. That's pretty much it. We don't party, we don't go out together, but you know, even if I had the opportunity, I feel like it's, you know, like with enough respect for her not to go out, you know, and drink and you know, get drunk out in public somewhere else. Not because there's a lack of trust, but it's just certain morals and, you know, expectations that you would have from your partner and from your relationship that,
Right.
you know, obviously you both have to agree on. You know,
Of course.
always have to be on the same page.
Of course, the understanding of me and Enzo has been understood.
She's
But,
sitting there with her arms crossed.
Yeah, you know.
I think the very important thing to highlight too from both of you guys' relationships is that both of you are on the same page with that kind of thing. So it's like, I'm not a big partier, but they're not a big partier, and it's not one of those things where either party is like, oh, but I want to go out and do this, because there's no desire to. And I think it's impossible to say at 18, like, yeah, you can't go out and party. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And if you're not that type of person, then it's time to probably just end things because you're incompatible. It's time for your shameless plug moment. I'll get off my soapbox. It's time for your shameless plug moment, you guys. You can go ahead and let that camera know anything you want them to know about Petrichr.
Wait, let's all join hands.
Pinkies.
I have hyperhidrosis. Oh, pinkies, yeah. Oh my god.
There you go.
Pinkies.
All right,
Pinkies
all
up.
Wait, can I get
Right.
in?
Yes, of course.
Hell yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go and then yeah, bro. We're a band. We have your best intention in mind. We're called Petrichr. Petrichr. And the reason why we're interlocking pinkies is in solidation for mental health awareness. And take care of yourself and take care of each other. Your turn.
Absolutely. Make sure to walk home.
Shut up!
I was gonna do it.
Enzo.
I love my girlfriend, Drain Gang, GBC, Gothboy Click. You already know.
And Jose.
And Jose.
And Jose, yeah, shout out Jose.
This is for Jose.
Exactly. Thumbs up for Jose.
Thumbs
Thumbs up for Jose. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. I will not be walking home because I live about 40 miles away.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, understand
But we
that.
will keep streaming Walk Home on the ride home. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming out once again. Mad respect, great music, and I hope you guys make it super far. And we will catch you guys next time on another episode of the Senior Citizen Podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, engage, and keep us going.